I will definitely say when we were in school, I love how we learned how to create treatment plans.
I love that.
And how we made, a conversation and a connection with our client more than just fluff and buff.
Can we speak of that?
Yeah.
So when we say fluff and buff, we're talking about stuff the client can do for themselves.
Right.
Basically.
Like just rub on cleanser.
Because, girl.
Especially now, there's so many tools that they can use at home.
Yes. And they
probably shouldn't.
No.
So there's some tools I recommend to clients that I'm like, absolutely, you can do this at home. I trust in you.
Right.
But then there's other things I'm like, do not ever buy one of these. Only I do this to you.
What about the Clarisonic? Because I have people always, and I'm like, no.
Okay, so Clarisonic went out of business.
Did they?
So you can't even buy replacement heads for those
Oh,
anymore.
Good.
So any client that comes in and says they use that, you say throw it in the trash.
Yeah, because I always tell them, don't use that because it tears up your skin.
So I love a silicone cleansing tool, not a bristle.
Okay.
A bristle is way more harsh.
Of course.
A silicone is going to be much more gentler. Now, with that being said, every client is different. They might not be able to use that 3 to 5 times a week. They might not be able to use it once.
Right.
Or, some clients I'm like, yes, please use that 5 times a week.
Right.
You know what I mean? If they've got congested or leather skin, glycated skin, like whatever it might be.
Mm-hmm.
So it just depends. So I know, the Foreo, even itself, they're like, you can use this morning and night, every day, 365. Mm-hmm. Technically, no, you shouldn't. That's too much.
That's too much.
I'm also very against face scrubs. I do not recommend face scrubs. I don't use face scrubs in my treatment room. I'd much rather get a physical exfoliation from dermaplaning or a silicone cleansing wand.
Now, do you still do microdermabrasion?
No, I don't own a microdermabrasion machine.
Okay.
The only thing I do now is dermaplaning and then the hydrodermabrasion with the hydrofacial.
Okay.
I'm against, and so this brings up another good story.
Okay.
Of me learning my lesson with women
and I'm
of
so
color.
glad we're doing this, y'all. This is exciting.
Yes.
I can't wait. Oh my God, we started.
I've made so many. Gosh, I don't want to call them mistakes. Learning experiences.
Mm-hmm.
I have made so many over my years. Even this past year, I was doing a client that regularly sunbathes, regularly gets in the tanning bed.
Okay.
She has very melanin reactive skin.
Okay.
She is probably the color of you, Courtney.
Really?
But she makes that because she's in
the sun all the time.
All the time, and in the tanning bed.
Oh my God.
Specifically.
I mean, she.
So I did an infusion treatment on her for vitamin C to help with her discoloration spots on the surface of her skin. Well, it was a 30% vitamin C L-ascorbic acid. That is too strong for someone that regularly gets in the heat, gets in the sunbed. By the end of the treatment, so it was like an hour later, she started having that reactive, heat bump reaction. And she started having that, bumpy skin, inflamed.
Girl, I done seen it too many times.
And I was like, okay, you need to go home and take a Benadryl. We're going to start icing you now. I need you to start red lighting your skin.
Oh my God.
I was and unfortunately, I saw her multiple times before that happened.
Yeah.
But her and I both knew she had sensitized skin.
Right.
She was coming off of using derm prescriptions.
Right.
And we had gotten to a really good place with her skin. But that put her under. It started all over again.
Oh, man.
And I unfortunately, she was like, I trust you. She was like, I just know my skin is sensitized. Sensitive is what she said, but in my opinion, it's sensitized because she's created it.
Fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, we don't need to do anything with your skin until you can be out of the sun. And she knows she does. She's like, the tanning bed is a part of my life. She's like, that's what relaxes me. So this is a client that gets injections, gets in the tanning bed, and works out, and eats very healthy.
Yeah.
But she is aging her skin on a super fast track.
Right.
And it's just like darker skin.
Right.
That high levels of L-ascorbic can't handle it. Can't handle it. It creates that kind of heat interaction.
So when we say that, with people of color, the reason why we have melanin is stimulated by heat. So,
and can also be physical too.
Yes. So just the bottom line, y'all. The science behind melanin is to protect our skin from damage from UVA and UVB rays, right?
And so that discoloration comes up.
So it comes up trying to protect itself because it's the heat and it's feeling like, oh, wait, let me protect myself. So it's really the body doing what it's supposed to do.
Yes.
But we can inadvertently stimulate that in a treatment if you do not know what you're doing, or if you don't know if that client's skin is sensitive or whatever. So that's why you definitely have to be mindful about trying any and everything on clients, especially clients who have either skin of color or, like you said with your client, who has reactive skin, somebody that's in the sun all the time.
Sensitized skin, compromised barrier.
Yes.
We have a ton of clients here that have compromised barriers.
From just being
here living on the beach.
Oh.
And that's where that telangiectasia, broken capillary, dryness, flakiness, itchiness, all that comes from.
And then there's when people tell me, oh, my skin is sensitive. And most of the time they're making it sensitive from doing, and like you say, using those damn harsh ass scrubs at home. Now, for me, I like a so Circadia has this honey.
You like the grit of their
I do.
Yes,
You know the honey
I
do like that grit. I just need it every now and again.
Yes.
But I don't recommend scrubs for everybody.
Right.
Because everybody definitely cannot. But for a man who may have like ingrown hairs under his beard or something like that, I may encourage a physical scrub.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But at the same time, I do encourage like the chemical, like a mandelic serum or something like that.
Yes.
But yeah, so it's amazing. Like, we go through a lot in our industry, and I hate that people just think that it's so easy. You just jump out here and, oh yeah, you know everything. And you're gonna be, you're gonna make all this money, you're gonna be this person, you're gonna be girl.
Which let me add to that. Okay, so my first 6 months at Oko, I broke 50K. But
which is great.
Great, right?
Right.
But I still had a lot to learn, still had a lot to do, still had a lot to figure out.
Right.
So, like, yeah, money can be made and money will come. But I was also working easily 60-hour weeks, 6 days a week.
Girl, easily. I was about to say, that's something people got to also realize. Like, yeah, we make the money, but we also have overhead. We also have back bar stuff that we have to buy. We also have to invest in our business. Like, we have to invest in training. We have to, like you say, evolve with the time, evolve with what our clientele is asking or kind of sort of demanding of us. But 6 figures, absolutely. You can make 6 figures. You can make high, mid 6 figures if you really push it.
Yeah.
But I like freedom.
Exactly.
Because I hate to have to work this hard to make this type of money to not even be able to enjoy it.
Exactly. So this year, I got to the point where in 1 month, I would work a total of about 16 to 20 hours in 1 month.
Okay.
And hit 10K.
Shut up. So we gotta talk. Let me tell you somebody.
And now, since I've added the hydrofacial, tripled.
Shut up.
Tripled my daily average.
Really?
So my daily average used to be $300.
Yeah.
And now my daily average is thousands.
Yeah.
It's usually anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 to 1,250. Is
really?
Average. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna spread to you real quick.
Okay.
And let me add to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because be very clear with these people now.
Yeah, this is total. This isn't taking out what I'm having to pay for
rent.
You know what I mean? I mean, this machine alone is thousands a month. You know what I mean?
Right.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Consumables of this machine.
Yes.
Thousands a month.
Thousands.
You know what I mean? So but like what you said, this is the freedom. This is my business. I can do it how I want to. I can do what I want pretty much. And there's freedom involved with that.
Right.
I was gonna say something else, but I kind of went blank for a minute.
No, it comes with age, girl. But no, there are pros and so I tell everybody, go work for somebody at first, and work for somebody that you kind of want to be like.
Right.
Like, oh, this feels nice.
Like this. So, fun fact.
Yes.
These are wine glass chillers.
Oh, what?
You put these in your wine glass. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
So before ice globes were popular, Jess found wine glass chillers.
Because we love wine. But listen, this is amazing.
My clients think it's so funny. They're like, oh, so it has dual purpose.
Yes,
like,
it does. So
yes.
as soon as she pops these out, she's going to put them in the wine bucket. I'm just
That's
joking,
right. I mean, maybe. We'll see.
But no, but yeah, so you guys fresh out of school, listen, don't get caught up in the hype. Really find your niche. Really find what speaks to you.
And work hard.
Work hard.
It doesn't just come.
It does not just come. Go to trainings. I wouldn't say come out the gate doing everything, but I mean, I guess kind of dabble.
Yeah.
Until you find your niche.
And that's what I did. You know, my bread and butter was lashes and Brazilians.
Yeah. Right.
And those turned into facials because I would be looking at their face while I'm doing lashes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or we're talking while I'm waxing them and they're like, I got this coming up on my face. Like, what can I do about that?
Mm-hmm.
This, you know?
Right.
And don't be afraid to do certain things off the cuff for that client. What I mean by that is for free.
Correct.
Okay, so like you're doing their lashes, or say, you know, that's where I started. I mainly was doing lashes and Brazilians. Only had a few facial clients when I first started.
Right.
And I would see stuff on their face and I'd be like, hey, let me high frequency that for you.
Right.
And I would zap a little bump and then they'd be like, oh, what else can we do? And then they'd come home with a product and then they'd be going to book a treatment or whatever, you know, after their next treatment or whatever.
So to piggyback off of that, that's what I'm doing now. Like for the Skin Games Challenge, I'm basically using the clientele I have to experiment stuff on.
Yes.
Like you build relationships with these people. Everything does not have to be about money.
Exactly.
Money will come. Just please understand that.
Yes.
But I do, I'm very specific now.
Oh, I've done so many free treatments.
Yeah, I'm very specific now who I do treatments on.
Yes.
I do it on people who I know are going to get the ball going for me. They're going to talk, they're going to post, they're going to do whatever because they are that person who just loves skincare.
We love that. Those are your golden clients.
Those are your golden clients.
Yes.
Treasure those people because they come, girl, few and far between.
And you gotta hold on to them.
You do have to hold on to them.
You have to hold on to them.
Yes.
You should treat every client VIP.
Right.
Treat every client like they're tipping you $1 million.
Right.
But for sure, those golden clients, you need to let them know that you appreciate them.
That you appreciate them for sticking with you through every phase in your business.
Exactly.
Okay.
And some of these I'm here for it.
Okay. And we're doing, this is the skin pin?
This is just the high frequency one.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
High frequency one. I love that.
Zapping out that.
But yeah, you guys, so definitely work for somebody. I personally wanted to, I did do a hand and stone when I first got out of school, but, you know, hey.
I think it helps you learn time management.
I was going to say, time management and retail.
Girl, because still to this day, I'll be running over all the
Me
time.
too.
I talk too
much.
I mean, they clients say no.
Right. So I definitely learned time management and retail from working for, it was either the med spa or the hand and stone that I worked for. Now the med spa, I definitely learned more of the advanced services, so that was amazing. But definitely time management, selling retail. But when I say sell retail, you need to know your product. Like, don't just sell
ingredients.
stuff. You need to know ingredient knowledge. You need to know why they need this. You need to know when you're layering your treatment, what are we doing? Like, and I explain this to my clients so they know what they're investing their money in and why it makes sense.
Why?
I tell my clients, you're gonna damn near be an esthetician by the time I get done.
Right? And they do.
And they do.
You know how many clients I've worked on that have since become estheticians?
Really?
Yes.
What? I
just helped one open. I've been training her protocols and everything. She has her own place now.
Really?
And she used to be my client at Pura.
That is amazing. And see, that's what we do this for. Now, everybody doesn't do this. This is why I'm starting this YouTube channel and this podcast, because our goal, I tell people, we are the liaison between the customer and the dermatologist. Because we may not have a medical degree. However, I can guarantee you, we can take some of these dermatologists for a run for their money because we have had to learn things and maneuver around things because we don't have that medical degree.
Mm-hmm.
We've had to find other ways to get the results because we don't have a quote unquote medical degree.
Mm-hmm.
And when we first graduated, people were just like, "Oh, you just wash faces, girl."
No.
Don't offend me like that. Don't you ever in your life insult me.
That's an insult. Mm-hmm.
It's definitely more than just cleansing the face, like for sure.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But yeah, so I didn't know if it was anything else that we wanted to get on. I think we talked about a lot.
I know. It's good.
But I think this is therapeutic. I needed this.
Good.
Because sometimes I feel like in the industry we get so lost
For sure.
in everything that's happening, and it's kind of like I need to go back to my core.
Mm-hmm.
And just was definitely a part of my core of becoming an esthetician and why. And just to hear her say certain things about things that she's felt. Like, have you ever felt insecure about
Yes.
being in? Really?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I never would have thought that about you.
But girl, you know, sometimes I fake it till I make it. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Someone can have a full-blown conversation with me, and I am just
Lost as hell.
have no idea, and I'm like, that sounds phenomenal. That's what I want. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes now, and I don't mean that like lie.
No. We have enough to pull from, even if we don't know exactly how we're gonna accomplish the skin type. Like how.
And see, that's how I've gotten in this point. Like, I no longer give a treatment plan. I'm like, when you come in, we're gonna decide right then.
Really?
And yes, that's what I do. So,
oh, really?
So that's why every treatment now is so customized. I don't really do treatment plans anymore. That's why my menu isn't pick this, pick that.
Right.
You come in for a amount of time, and we're gonna do. Because sometimes my clients have been seeing me forever, but then they went and effed up their skin doing something crazy.
Right.
And then I'm like, whoa.
You know.
Whoa. Let's get you back on track, sis.
Right. Because something is happening.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they text me. They're like, something is happening.
Is it the ones that
911?
They get their skin right and then they fall off, and then all of a sudden, that's exactly how they go. It's like, oh my god, hold on,
my skin's good though. My skin's good. No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Gotta be consistent.
And how do you deal with that? So, like, for me, I do treatment plans, but it's more so kind of like what you're doing. I do what's necessary in that treatment.
Yes.
But
because even if you write something out, then they show up, and then they might not need to do that.
But I do a certain amount of weeks. Now, for me, I'm battling with how long my treatments, and that also depends on the client and what we're doing and what type of acne they have going on. You know, and we also have to think about financial. Like, can they come to see me every 2 weeks? Can they come to see me every week? Can they come to see me every 4? Just understand that you may take a little longer to see results because you can't come as frequent as you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, how do you keep those consistent clients? Like,
oh, how do I do it?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I it's like going to the dentist. It's like going to the vet. It's like going to see your gynecologist or whatever.
Yes.
You know?
And that's what I tell people.
Yes.
I say that. Like,
yes.
And I'll say I got to the point where I require consultations, period.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because, listen, like,
I have a couple clients that come in, and I know from the time they come in and the time they leave that I'll never see them again because they're not my kind of client.
They're not my kind. Mm-hmm. And to me, that's another thing.
You should know.
You should know from the very jump.
Yeah.
As soon as you meet them, and if they get the cringing at certain things when you're talking about, oh, you gotta go home, you gotta get up in the morning.
They're like, they can't commit.
Oh, wait, you guys, here's the fun part.
All the goodies we got out of her skin.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that.
I know, it's hard to see on camera.
Oh,
it's
really?
so much better in person.
That's good, though.
Look down in there.
Yes. Oh, but not too bad, though.
No.
Had some congestion, but not too bad.
Girl, not bad at all.
I was expecting like some bad.
No, this looks good. I mean, you just got some stuff.
Yeah, and I think that's,
You know, and I did some manual too. That.
Oh,
you know
okay.
What I mean? But still.
Yeah.
You have gorgeous skin.
Thank you, girl. I try.
Gorgeous skin.
I'm trying, you guys, but it's hard. And that's another thing. Like, it's hard being a business for
It's
yourself.
hard. It is hard.
Because if you're going into business to work less,
that's a lie.
I think that was a misconception that I had.
The freedom is there, but you're always working.
But you're always working.
You're always working.
God, look at this.
Little glow.
Little glow for sure, you guys.
I love
Do you see my skin?
Do you see it? Do you want me to put sunscreen on you?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's put some sunscreen.
I'll put some sunscreen.
It was looking kind of, well, I still need it, but it was looking like it was going to rain out earlier.
It does. It's dark out there.
So those who are on my podcast, like I've been getting I don't know if I said this in the beginning, but I've been getting the facial the whole time. It's been the most amazing facialation ever. And if you guys are in the Pawleys Island area, please come see my girl at Seaside Aesthetics, Jess Miller now. I was call you Lundy.
And I have recently coined the Dewy Skin Pro.
Okay.
That's my new.
That's your thing.
J Miller, the Dewy Skin Pro.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I love it.
So that's what my like branding that I'm working on.
So if you want dewy skin,
that's
come
right.
and see Jess Miller at Seaside Aesthetics.
That's right.
Yes, girl. And you're open.
Well, just like by appointment, but starting next week, it will be Monday through Friday.
Okay.
9:30 to 1:30.
Okay. That's good, girl. I love the hours. Yes.
Have you found a sunscreen you like for
I like
pigmented skin?
Okay, so I like Circadian.
Okay.
It's it doesn't leave a white cast and it's very moisturizing. I like Face Reality's daily SPF lotion.
Okay.
I don't like DMK's.
Yeah. I don't either.
It's pasty as hell. Sorry, DMK. I love you guys. I love the CBE. I love everything else. But
we like all that, but then
the damn SPF, no. But those two have been my. Oh, and Image.
Oh yeah.
I still like their SPF.
All right. Well, I just put Epionce on you. I don't know if you've had.
So how you Epionce? No, this is my first time having
Love
that.
Epionce.
Really?
Love Epionce.
Out of all, because you've done.
I've used a lot of things, but you know, as far as what I sell. I sell Epionce, Skin Better Science.
How do you feel about Skin Better Science?
The best.
Really?
Gold standard, in my opinion.
Wow.
I mean, they are changing the game as far as like the science, the chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys hear that. Some of my favorites are Skin Better Science. I love Face Reality because I'm an acne girl.
Yes.
DMK.
I do love the Mandelic from
Love the Mandelic.
Face Reality. But you know, Vivint, I'm trying to get in with them.
Vivint?
Okay. They're like Face Reality.
Okay.
With like the Mandelics and the BPS and stuff like that. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are some of my favorites, you guys. If you're wondering what products we use, like those are my favorites.
Yeah.
But definitely the Mandelic for people of color. That is amazing, and that's so crazy because Jess used to rave about Mandelic back in school.
That's right. Mandelic and Azalex are the underrated acids.
Yes,
they really are.
And which is so crazy, but they definitely are underrated for sure.
But they are so effective.
Yes, and they're not as irritating.
Right.
Like a glycolic.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because
I had a client. Okay, Alex, that was just here.
Yeah.
She was like, "Yeah, I use a glycolic cleanser every night." I was like, "What? Why?
Why?
Oh my gosh!"
And
Stop.
she's fair. Like her friend, her other Esty bestie.
Yeah.
She's very fair skin, and we're saying this about her. So if anybody is telling you to use a glycolic cleanser every night, they are lying.
Oh,
They
my
should
girl, no,
not.
stop.
Yes, glycolic acid is extremely strong.
So she was using a milky cleanser and then glycolic cleanser, and I was like, "You're literally using the two extremes."
Yes.
That are opposite.
So the milky cleanser, was it like
it
a
was
lactic?
just like a milky, creamy cleanser. It doesn't even foam up.
Oh.
I was like, you need a foaming cleanser.
Because does she have a little acne?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then some scarring, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, you need, the milky is fine if you want to remove makeup.
Right.
But like, that's going to leave a film on your face if you're not following the
back off of that milky cleanser, back to what I like about Sir Katie has an amazing oil cleanser.
Oh, do that.
I really like that for like removing makeup. So people always ask me, what products do you like? Because you don't
remove makeup. There's hard to find. Yes.
All that type of stuff.
Yes.
Circadia has a vitamin veil cleanser that I use for removing makeup, and I actually use it for dermaplaning.
Oh, yeah. You dermaplane with oil.
Yeah, that's our oil blade.
Yes, I love that.
That's what I like. But But yeah, so yeah, we've had a lot of different products that we've tested and tried,
That's
and
right.
we just have some staples that we really, really like, and we've seen the best results with. But yeah, you guys. So here I am. She's concluded my
Gorgeous
facial.
and glowing.
We did a little of this. We did a little of that. I drove 4 hours to see y'all. I live in Greenville.
Oh my gosh, I know. Well, she was gonna say you were gonna stay the night with me.
I was gonna stay the night, but you know,
Do you need to stay the night tonight?
No,
She said
girl,
these damn
These
kids.
kids.
Listen,
this is another thing y'all gotta consider when you're in
look,
this
because I got one now too, and I'm
Because
like,
when you first started, you didn't have any kids.
No.
So now, tell us about that. Like, how does that change?
I mean, yeah, I can only work when my child is being taken care of.
Exactly.
You know, so
Right.
because it's not like my husband has to figure that out. I do.
Most of the time, that's how it goes.
That's right. That's right.
But yes, so having kids is also a thing. A family is also a thing people have to realize and understand when you're talking about being an entrepreneur, because you're going to be, well, I guess this depends on how you have things set up at home, but
For sure.
I work a lot.
Oh yeah.
My kids are older though. My oldest son
that's right.
is 16 and my youngest son is 10. So they're boys too, so they kind of do their thing.
They're like mini men.
Yeah, they're men. They don't even have time for me anymore.
Right? They think they're too cool for us.
Yeah, they don't have time for me. They're like, Mom, that's gay. So I do have a little more free time. But one last thing I want to ask you, what about, did you ever think about getting into product development for yourself?
Yes.
Your own product
I would
line?
love, so I actually would like to come out with my own tools first.
Okay.
Because, you know, I'm a big face stamper person.
Yes.
Like, I'm really into that. So I would love to come out with my own cleansing tool, a face stamp.
Okay.
Some accessories that help you with cleansing your face.
Okay.
You know, like different things that I've thought of.
Yeah. In the midst of everything.
You know, yeah. But I would 1,000% love to have my own
Product
line.
Jade Miller.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Yes, that's in the word. But I would definitely say the products would come tools
Tools
first.
and then products.
And then products.
Okay, so I've seen a lot of girls get out there and have their own product line. I'm like, you're not experienced enough. But anywho, so any final words, concluding statements? This is my first YouTube, well, for real, like YouTube, where I'm talking and interacting with another Esty bestie.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I just adore you. And I've always thought you were amazing. And I'm so glad that you asked to do this. You know, I think it's awesome.
Yeah, like I said.
Because we've learned a lot from each other.
We've learned a lot from the beginning to now, almost like you say, damn near a decade into just beauty, period.
Yeah.
Like, we've learned a lot, and I feel like we're going to continue to learn a lot in this industry. So.
For sure.
All right, you guys, I got to get up, get on the road, and I got to get dressed, but we'll do this again in like a couple of months, or just because I want Jade Miller to get into her own YouTube thing, and I think this is helping us both. Like, what do you think?
Oh, for sure.
Like, talk, because I feel like it makes it less like, oh my God, they're looking at me.
Yeah. Right, like doing something.
Yes, like we're talking and we're doing it.
All right, so I'm excited to see.
Yes, so please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell us what you want to see more of. Did you enjoy this video? Did you enjoy the treatment she did on me? And matter of fact, remember, if you're in the area, come see her. Get this. Have your coins ready too.
That's right. I love it.
All right, you guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.